What up? Happy Wednesday. Man, good morning, Rodney. Good morning, whoever watches this. I get like 1 or 2 views. Last night I woke up at like 3 a.m. this morning, I guess. And my YouTube was up and I looked and I saw 1 view on there and I'm like, I like not knowing who that view is. Probably my brother, hopefully. Well, there's other hopes, but it wasn't Lainey. But yeah, it made me smile. I mean, I know this is for me. It's just like me recording me getting through shit as I get to that 2-year marker. But last night I woke up. I was good all day yesterday. Like good the day before. And I know I'll go through these little, ups and down phases. But like I have this pillow that I sleep with. It's a little bus. And man, I couldn't find that pillow. I freaked out. So dumb. Like I almost tore my shit up. And then I found it wedged between I have like well, supposedly it's a shoe holder, but I don't put shoes in it. Between my bed and that. And then like, well, first I woke up, I just couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning. And that's what's going to lead into what I'm talking about here in a second. And then I looked around and I couldn't find that thing. And I don't know why I freaked out, man. It was stupid. No, I wasn't dumb. That's what I'm going to talk about right now. How we talk to ourselves. That self-talk is so important. Because, like, those are thoughts turning into actions, right? I found my pillow, though. And then, like, I fell right asleep. So, that's, like, my little safe haven right now. Love that thing. Anyways, it's, like, this big. And, like, anyways. So, how I talk to myself. Negative self-talk is, like, a killer of joy. I woke up like, am I worth it? Am I a mistake? Was I a mistake? Am I a good dad? Like all of these things. And I'm not even saying that. Like, those are questions. I'm like, you're a mistake. You're not worth it. You should have got clean a long time ago. I was just going through it last night. And then I, have to combat that with, you're worth it. You're never going to be a mistake. You're always going to be worth it. You're doing so well. That's that relationship I'm building with myself that I talked about yesterday. It's like, if I had a good friend of mine next to me and they started talking like that, what would I say to them? So I try to continuously talk to myself like that. That negative self-talk is just doubt. It's also a little bit of my disease, and it's a little bit of, on the spiritual side, the devil for me. It's me telling myself that, kind of like when I was in my active addiction, you should just kill yourself. You should just disappear. Nobody wants you. Nobody needs you. People don't like you. They hate you. They know what you're doing. Like all of that. And like I just would just nonstop say that. And then I would look in the mirror and I'd be so beat up. So it's almost like, so I woke up this morning. I looked at the clock. It was 5:45. And I thought to myself, don't go. You're doing so good. You don't need to go. That's called negotiating with ourselves. And like I closed my eyes, and then that voice in my head said, don't fucking negotiate with yourself. You're negotiating with your future self. Don't negotiate with your future self to stop. Because your future self right now is looking back like, dude, I need you. I need you right now. So don't do it. And so I said, don't negotiate with myself. You know, I got up, got my shit going, and I made it. And like the whole time I'm headed to the gym, I'm like, dude, you're gonna be tired. Dude, you could just turn around. Luckily I drink pre-workout, so like there's no going back to sleep after that, and then I'll feel weird if I don't work out. So it kind of forces me to do it. But yeah, negotiating with myself is just as bad as negative self-talk. And when I'm feeling weak, the negative self-talk likes to creep in and be like, yeah, this is where I want to be. This is where I'm going, you know? And so it's really important that I remind myself not to do that. And just to remind myself that, like, yes, man, you're good enough. Yes. You're okay. It's a practice. Self-acceptance. I officially have a second sponsee today. The reason I say officially is because here's the thing. What my sponsor taught me is willingness, right? You got to be willing. So that's why we say, like, you know, call me for a certain amount of time every single day. It's that willingness and building a relationship. But more importantly, like I kept saying, you got to come over and we got to read the orange pamphlet. Like that to me sets the tone for, like, if they're willing to come over and read that pamphlet with you. And in that pamphlet, there's some good information I needed to read. You know, some stuff in there that probably created some negative self-talk last night. I have to look within myself, understand that, like, I came there with love, help, not to manipulate, not to take advantage. So, and then, you know, like anyways, I don't want to go into that. Or it's going to come back. So, happy fucking Wednesday. It's going to be a good day today. I know I at least get one view. So, whoever's watching this, whether it's a family member or whoever, dude, I hope you have a wonderful motherfucking day. The sun is out. It's springtime. If you have kids, they're on spring break. I don't know if that's good or bad. For some, it's great. For others, it's like, fuck. You know? I had somebody call me yesterday. I don't want to, like... Anonymity doesn't just stand in the rooms. It's also outside of the rooms. But they fucking talk so much shit. So much shit. What I did is instead of like battling back like I have for years back in the day, that just put somebody on blast. What I did is I said, look, I'm not going to engage in that kind of communication. And I just stopped. Like, I don't deserve to be talked to like that. And today I don't have to. I can shut it down. I'm learning boundaries. Learning how to hold boundaries, trying my best, and also learning how to create them. It's a process. But yeah, how we talk to ourselves is very important. Do we say we're good enough? Do we say we're worth it? They say that, we'll love you until you learn to love yourself, right? Well, when is the learn to love yourself, That comes with just every time I get up when I don't want to get up to help my future self out, I'm loving myself. And so, yeah, that shit's super important. I'm in a lot better of a headspace. I'm not thick in the storm anymore. Doing okay. Doing okay. And I'm grateful because the experiences that I'm having where in the past I would have maybe done some destructive behavior. For instance, retail therapy. I'm not doing that. I know in the past, while I was clean, they're shopping for shoes and fucking pants and fucking socks that needed to match my underwear and all that shit. So I could distract myself, tell myself, oh yeah, because when I was younger I didn't have shit. No, that's an excuse. So where I ended up at the DSW this weekend, I was like, yeah, I could probably get them great. Man, I got enough shoes. So I'm proud of myself I didn't do that. Until my shoes soles are fucking fucked up, I'm not gonna go buy a new pair just because I don't feel a certain, no. Every once in a while I'll take myself out to eat. The retail therapy I did was getting Lainey shit. And then getting Molly her new phone coming up. And the stuff for others. If I'm giving somebody else something, that's much better retail therapy than buying myself some shit. Paying my bills, I was thinking about my electricity bill. That's still a little heavy. I mean, it's good, but it's still a little heavy. And then fucking somebody came in and sold us a car, and that pays for the chunk I needed to pay. And I'm like, it's God at work right there. So yeah, watching my son make dinner last night, hanging out with them, having a sponsee coming over. That's the therapy I need. Waking up after some negative self-talk, talking myself off that cliff. That's some therapy right there. Building this relationship with myself. When I was low, hey buddy, I got you. And not letting my ego kick in and say you're better than. Just saying you're good enough. Also having some compassion for others. Fuck, man. Sorry. Hope I didn't cause too much pain. Praying for others. Doing the damn thing. Making the meetings. Sharing about my strength, hope, my recovery. Lifting people up. Lifting myself up. This is the way I want to live the rest of my life. Doing the best I can to help somebody. And being there for people. I was so busy being selfish for so fucking long. Still catch myself being selfish. In the mix of helping people. Causing chaos. So, yeah. Understanding I'm human. See how that goes? See how that starts to travel? I was right about in this video about to go into some negative fucking self-talk. About to beat on myself in front of fucking YouTube. I catch myself constantly. Just know that everything is happening the way it's gonna happen. A lot of it's my will, and some of it's my higher power. My higher power lets it all happen. My higher power will intervene, create proper timing. You're like, no, man, not yet, or not at all. You know. And like, just understanding that, like, it's okay. It's all gonna work out. Some of it'll work out the way I want it to work out. Some of it won't. It's good to have hope. It's okay to have hope. It's not okay to have false hope. And it's okay to understand that, like, I'm not a terrible person. We're not as good as we thought we were, and we're not as bad as we thought we were. Finding balance, true grace, right in the middle. Truth and grace, like the church I go to. Finding that middle point. Not too much truth, not too much grace. Giving myself a little bit of both. Being grateful for, like, everything. Every season. Being so happy that I got to enjoy certain seasons, and then so understanding of how storms work. So when I go into the next seasons of my life, I have this ability to understand and not be like blind, not watching too many reels to fucking pull me back into negative self-talk. So I mean, that's just my thoughts on video, and I hope this helps somebody out who's like going through it. I'm like, fuck, I don't know what to do here, man. I fucking hate myself. Don't do that. You know, like, take it from me, man. That shit don't help. And just don't negotiate with yourself. When you feel like you need to go in, go in. And going as many times as you can. Eventually our knees ain't gonna work, our elbows ain't gonna work, and our back's gonna be all fucked up. So while it's not, do it. Do the thing. You know? You'll appreciate a little bit of that every single day. Or every other day. Or 3 days a week. Whatever it takes. It's worth it. Promise. You're worth it. Promise. You're good enough. You're amazing. You're awesome. Great. You got this. All right. Bye.